This video demonstrates how you can use objectiF RPM to streamline the process of defining and scheduling tests for requirements. Here's a view of a requirements backlog. It's time to start defining test cases. objectiF RPM allows me to automatically derive a test case for every requirement we see here. To get started, I go to the context menu of the folder that houses these requirements. I'll select Create, Derive Test Cases. I now choose a logical destination, in this case the folder Test Cases, which was automatically generated with my project template. And with the click of a button, we now have a test case for each requirement. Now let's imagine that a requirement was added in the meantime. I'll just name it Extra Feature. Because we have so many requirements and we've already started creating test cases, the new requirement could easily get lost in the shuffle. objectiF RPM helps prevent this from happening. I'm now going to derive test cases again, but this time I'll select Only for requirements without test cases. This will catch any requirements that don't already have a test case. Now let's move on to creating a test set execution for grouping and scheduling tests. But before I do that, I'm going to schedule some of these requirements into the next release. In objectiF RPM, I can simply drag the selected requirements into the backlog for the next release. These requirements are now on the way to being implemented. Now let's create a test set for testing at the end of the release. From the context menu of my destination folder, I select Create, Test Set Execution. For simplicity, I'll just name it Test Set 1 and leave out all the other information. To continue, I need to tell objectiF RPM where to find the test cases for the test set. For the source, I can choose an activity, a backlog, or another test set. Right now I'm going to select the release backlog with the requirements that we just planned. objectiF RPM now scans the backlog and creates and schedules a test for each case. Let's take a look at the test set. All the tests are here. I can also look at this information using a standard view that comes with this project template. Here we see all test set executions in the project, together with tests and their states.